Before you ever step foot inside a house with an agent, you're going to be asked to sign something called an exclusive buyer agency agreement. And here's a huge fact that you should know. As of 2024, for realtors showing properties on the MLS, a written agreement is required before touring. So if your agent is casually showing you homes without anything in writing, they may be violating rules or failing to properly represent you. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly what you're signing, what it means for you and your home search, and why skipping this step could cost you big in the long run. Let's get into it. Hey there, I'm Skyler Edzards, a realtor with eXp Realty here in the Kansas City metro area. I've seen too many buyers breeze through this paperwork without really understanding it, and I don't want that for you. My goal today is to walk you through the exclusive buyer agency agreement and the other disclosures you'll receive, so you feel confident before you ever sign any documents. First, let's clear up what agency even means. Agency is simply about who the agent is working for. A buyer's agent works exclusively for you, protecting your best interests. A seller's agent represents the seller and their best interests. A transaction broker helps both sides but doesn't advocate for either one. And in Missouri, you also have dual agency, where one agent represents both buyer and seller, but that comes with its own limitations. By signing a buyer agency agreement, you're making it clear that I represent you, not the seller. Here are the main things that this agreement covers, broken down in plain English. First, services that I provide. I'm obligated to promote your interests, present offers, and negotiate terms, and answer your questions every step of the way. Second, compensation. My commission for representing you as your buyer's agent is 3% of the sales price. In almost every case, we'll be asking the seller to cover this fee, so it's not something that you'll have to pay at closing. Now, if we don't find a property and get to the closing table, no fee is due to me at all. In the rare event that a seller refuses to pay my compensation and you still want my representation in this sale, then at closing, that 3% would be due from you. This is rare even after the 2024 NAR settlement, since many sellers still offer to cover the buyer's agent's fee. And if I find you a property that's completely off market, meaning I've located the seller myself, we'll also be asking for an additional 2% compensation for the extra work that I'll be doing on the seller's side, like keeping the contract in order, managing all of the paperwork, and making sure that the seller stays within compliance. In that scenario, the seller is unrepresented, so I still solely represent you and your interests. Third, time frame. I usually set my buyer agency agreements for 1 year. That gives us plenty of time to look at homes and ultimately find the right one for you. The agreement is also unilateral, meaning if your plans change, whether you decide to continue renting, stay in your current home, or even move to another state that I don't service, we can cancel this agreement and you don't owe me anything. And if you're moving to another state, I can still help you out with that as well by connecting you with trusted eXp Wolfpack agents across the country. And I'll be there to answer any of your questions along the way. It's like having two agents for your home purchase. Fourth, confidentiality. All of your information stays private unless you want me to disclose it. 5, other buyers. I may represent other buyers looking at similar homes in the area, but I'll never share your strategy or personal info. If they're going to be making an offer on the same house as you, I will let you know ahead of time. 6, brokerage relationships. You'll also receive a disclosure form for Kansas or Missouri, or both, that explains agency options. In most cases, I'll be your designated buyer's agent, solely working on your behalf, advocating for your best interests from start to finish. When you sign a buyer agency agreement, you'll also receive some additional disclosures. Those additional disclosures include a broker disclosure form, depending on whether you're buying in Kansas or Missouri, you'll receive a state-specific disclosure. In Missouri, the broker disclosure form outlines all of the different types of relationships that agents can have with clients, including buyer's agent, seller's agent, transaction broker, designated agent, and even dual agency in certain situations. This form makes it clear who represents who. In Kansas, you'll also receive the same document. It's very similar. It's going to show all the different brokerage relationships that are available in Kansas. It also explains the differences between a buyer's agent and a transaction broker, so you understand exactly how I'm representing you. Next is going to be the affiliated business disclosure. EXP has relationships with companies like Success Lending and America's Preferred Home Warranty. You're never required to use them, but I disclose them for transparency. Next is going to be the wire fraud notice. Criminals target real estate transactions with fake wire instructions. Always confirm directly with the title company before you click send, because you don't want to send money to the wrong person. Inspection notice. If you're buying a home with me, I always suggest getting a home inspection. Typically, you will have a 10-day period in your contract to inspect the home. At the minimum, I suggest doing at least a whole home inspection, termite, sewer line, and radon inspection. There's even more inspections that are available to you as a buyer, and this doc highlights those. And last is going to be your EPA Lead Paint Pamphlet. Required for homes that are built before 1978, since many may contain lead-based paint, you'll have the option to test within 10 days if you choose. So while it might feel like a lot of paperwork, every one of these forms is there to protect you and to make sure you know exactly who's in your corner. Now, if you're still wondering about the details of this agreement, or if you're ready to start the home buying process, reach out. I help buyers just like you every single day, and I'd love to guide you through the process step by step. I'm Skyler Edzards with eXp Realty here in the Kansas City metro area. If you found value in this video, hit like, subscribe for me, and share it with someone who's thinking about buying. And of course, you can call, text, or email me anytime with questions, or click the link below to book a strategy call with me. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to help you find your dream home here in Kansas City.